Good morning, troops. How you doing? I'm saying good morning. Hello. How you doing? You don't know it's morning. It's morning time for me. But anyway, what is happening? So, my name's Bradleywalkr. I'm a personal trainer and online coach from Glasgow, and I specialise in getting you looking fucking solid, mate. So before I go and get into the video, if you like fitness content, be sure to subscribe and like the video and tell your friends about it because it really helps me out. And the bigger this channel grows, the more people I can help motivate and get into training and into the gym and feeling better about themselves. So I'd much appreciate it if you like, subscribe and tell your friends, because again it helps me spread the message of getting fucking solid, mate. So anyway, this video is going to be all about a chest, shoulders and tricep workout with dumbbells only. The reason I'm making this video is so you've got some inspo so you can go and hit some workouts in the house before the gym's open. You only need minimum equipment, but you can still get a good workout for your chest, shoulders and triceps. As well as that, I'm also going to try and educate you along the way, basically on what each exercise does, why I'm doing it, so you can go start implementing that into your own training, implementing that into your own training, and it means you can go start training with a bit of purpose instead of just going to the gym, hitting and hoping. Because let's face it, there's no point going to the gym and just hoping for the best. You've got to make sure you're in there with a plan and make sure you're doing stuff for a purpose. Otherwise, you'll just be spinning your wheels in there all day. Just while I'm on that point of going in and just kind of hoping for the best in the gym, I'm actually doing a free Facebook group right now. It's called the Guide to Gains. Right, and what I was basically going to show you is everything you need to go and know. So when the gym's open back up on the 26th of April, you can go in and train with purpose and get real results. You can go, make sure you build muscle mass and get shredded, get the abs, get all the fucking good shit that you want. Trust me, training without a purpose is one of the stupidest things you can do, so make sure you're training with a purpose. If you want to get involved in the Guide to Gains, just search the group on Facebook and you'll find it there, easy peasy. Failing that, there'll be a link in my bio on Instagram that just says Guide to Gains. So if you want to join me and others in getting ready for the gym's opening, be sure to go check it out. And if it's too late for it, unlucky, you've missed it, but there will be another one in future. So now let's go get into the actual proper reason you're here. You're here for the workout. So my workout, as I've said before, is a chest, shoulders and triceps workout, or a push workout. And with my workout, my main focus when I'm training my push is mostly to develop my triceps and my shoulders. My chest right now isn't one of my main focus points when I'm trying to train. Reason being, I've just hurt a lot of chest when I was younger, so my chest is a wee bit more overdeveloped compared to my other muscle groups, or at least in my opinion it is. So that's why I'm putting more focus on shoulders and triceps. Big arms is something I've been trying to work on over the last couple of months, so hitting triceps very frequently. So right now I'm going to go get warmed up. I'm not going to show you that because it's pretty boring, right? But what I'll do, once I get into my workout, I'll bring you back in there. I'll say that it'll just be the next clip for you anyway, right? But when I get into my workout, I'll just basically take you through each exercise, why I'm doing it, what area it focuses on, a few tips on it as well, and as well as that I'll tell you what rep range I'm working in right now with it. So I guess I'll see you in the next clip. So, first exercise is going to be a pike push-up, right? So this is essentially going to be a push-up that puts a lot of emphasis onto your front deltoid, right? Your kind of front of your shoulder. So the reason I'm doing this is again because I want to put a lot of focus onto my shoulders right now, kind of more than my chest and my push workout. So that's why I'm starting with a shoulder exercise first. Whatever you want to really focus on, I would recommend you start with that towards the start of your workout, and then kind of put the other things towards the end. So while doing this, one of the kind of tips I'm going to tell you for doing this is make sure you're coming down nice and slow. So you can do this off the ground with your hands on the ground, but you've got to see I'm actually doing it off dumbbells. Doing it off dumbbells is going to let me come down a little bit further, and that's going to put again a little bit of kind of extra work onto the shoulder. So I'll go show you this right now. So while doing this, I'm going to work in a rep range of 8 to 15 reps as well. So put my feet back and coming down. Next up, what we're going to be doing is an exercise for your chest, and I just call this a kind of raised push-up. So essentially, what we're going to be doing is a stand-up press-up, but my hands are going to be on my adjustable dumbbells, which takes my hands off the ground about that much. Because my hands are off the ground that much, I can come a bit deeper, and therefore get much more chest activation while I'm doing the push-ups, okay? So again, the reason I'm doing this, right, I'm only doing a couple of exercises just to basically maintain what chest development I've got there, while putting more emphasis on my shoulders. So this will be the only real chest exercise I'm actually doing in this workout. I do it twice a week. But I'm going to be working a rep range of 8 to 15 reps in this. A wee tip for when you're doing this, so if you find them very easy when you're coming nice and deep so your chest is actually going past your hands, I'd say pause at the bottom for like 1-2 seconds and then come up. I was doing that to start with, but now the deeper I get into my kind of cut, it's getting harder to do. So I'm just now going to do a kind of standard press up in that. Again, coming nice and deep, and then all the way up to the top again. So I'll do the first one with a pause just so you can see it, and then I'll go into my normal reps. So I come down for 1, 2, and then up. So, next exercise is going to be another shoulder exercise. It's going to be a dumbbell overhead press or a dumbbell shoulder press, whichever you want to call it. So again, this is going to be primarily focused on the anterior head of your shoulder or the front head of your shoulder. While doing this, right, a tip that I always kind of give is keep your elbows tight while doing it. So essentially the main reason I say this is because out here it puts your shoulders in a weaker position. It also gives them a bigger chance of getting injured, causing some irritation in about the joint. So elbows tucked in nice and tight. It's also going to make the exercise much harder. You need to go lighter on this, but you'll feel it much more in your shoulders. So I'll be working in a rep range of again 8 to 15 reps in this. So that's me just finished up on the overhead shoulder press. The next thing I'm moving on to again is another shoulder exercise. So essentially if you see this workout, it's majority all shoulders with just a bit of chest in there, just to help maintain that again. So this exercise is going to be a superset, meaning 2 exercises back to back. The first one is going to be a lateral raise to hit that kind of side bit of your deltoid to get that kind of capped look. And the following exercise after that will be an Arnold press, going up and down like this. This kind of hits all 3 heads of the shoulder. Probably mostly on your front head, but so a lot of work has been put on the front head of the shoulder today. So with the Arnold press, I only have 5 kilos I'm going to do it with, and honestly I get about, if I'm lucky, 10 reps out of them. But the only reason that's in there is just basically to kind of like finish off my shoulders, if you will. But I want it to be pretty much at failure while I'm doing them. So the following exercise is going to be a tricep extension with bands, right? So this of course is going to hit your triceps, the back of your arm. Starting with my triceps extensions first before I go into my next tricep exercise to basically try and save my triceps a little bit, right? So this exercise is going to allow me to basically tire out my triceps. So when I'm doing the following exercise and I'm putting the triceps at a big stretch, I can use a lighter weight so it doesn't put strain on my kind of tendons and ligaments around about there, right? So tricep extension, again, it's got to hit your triceps. I'm going to be up between 8 to 15 reps. And with this one, if you're using bands, I would say try and make your band harder by simply grabbing further up the band. So say I'm not grabbing down here, grabbing it up further. So I'm going to go with this. I've also got lines on my carpet which works out ideal because I can see how many lines I'm going back and make sure I work on the same line each time, which basically makes sure the exercise is always the same resistance. So for there, I'm thinking about tucking my elbows into the side. I'm going to take them straight down, breathing in, coming up slow. And then straight after that, I'm going to put my hands tight together this time, elbows in, and go down. Just so I'm hitting this at a slightly different angle. And that's sort of like a drop set, but as you're changing angle, would it technically be called a superset? I don't know, I'm not going to worry about it, I'm going to call it a tricep extension drop set. So, the final exercise of this workout is going to be for the triceps. It's going to be a dumbbell skull crusher. So similar to a barbell skull crusher, except all I'm doing is obviously with dumbbells. So this again is going to hit your triceps really well. It's one of my probably favourite exercises to do for my triceps. Again, main reason I'm doing that is because I want to get my arms looking big. Train your triceps more is going to make your arms look bigger quicker than compared to training your biceps. While doing this, right, the kind of main tip I'll have is think about keeping your elbows tight in. So if you keep your elbows tight in and just move on that axis, it's all triceps and nothing else. Whereas if your elbows are moving out, other muscles are getting involved. So keep your elbows tight and let all the movement happen here. So, setting this up, shoulders back, elbows twisting tight, and again, all the movement's just happening right at the elbow and nowhere else. When I come down to the bottom, I think it's squeezing my bicep to get a full stretch on my tricep. Keeping that up, squeezing that bicep at the bottom.